Hunting dog found our camp. What are we gonna do about that? You think he can smell us? Well, we're against the wind, so I don't think he can. You can smell him. Got a nice bed of embers down there. It's time to put the grill on. There. That should do. Sleepyhead. Just wanted to show you something. Look over there, beautiful woods. Look over here, human trash. I swear to God, if I see someone, throwing trash in the forest, I'll pick it up and I'll shove down their throats so hard, they're gonna think twice about doing it again. Idiots. How hard is to do this? Pick up your trash, pricks. And if by any luck and chance the idiot that threw this in the forest is watching, don't do it, man. Or woman. Springtime is cleaning time, not littering time. Should be picking stuff from the forest, not dumping on it. It's pretty soot free. It's very important to have a clean chimney, otherwise you're risking a big tent fire, or chimney fire that eventually burns your tent. Looks good. You can see the tipi is looking a little flaccid. That's because I'm re-stretching it. This is the first time I do this in 6 months, and that's a very good sign. So you can tell the walls are caving in on top of Petrus. Hey boy. But now it's just to pull the pole back up and then re-stretch the whole thing. Hey buddy. What's up, tipi dog? Petrus. Feeling good? Me too. Taking a break. Sometimes we get tired here, right? You know? This is real freedom. Bibs on. What do you say, Petrus? Is there enough green for everybody? Being here makes you think about every little thing, you know, even like when you're washing your dishes, or just little observations that you make. And I've noticed that when I go home, my showers are a lot shorter. They used to be very long. When I wash dishes now, I turn the tap off straight away, which sometimes I didn't used to do. I always try to be economical about everything, but I have to admit, at home, it's where I'm usually more wasteful, especially with water. You know, it makes you appreciate the whole plumbing that you have at home and all the conveniences. But the funny thing is, I don't miss it. I don't miss the stuff I have at home at all. I'm a lot happier here in the sense of I feel more connected. It's like I said in another episode, everything here seems to have a meaning. And every little chore seems to be a joy, at least for me. Just thinking, you know. I'm the master of my own universe here. Maybe that's why I feel so good. As you can see, this place is looking pretty messy. And we're in the spring now, and I think I'm gonna build a perfect tool to celebrate it and to fix this. Was good? Oh, much better. Like my broom? Think it works? Yeah. Got myself a horse. All of this is tinder going to the stove. As soon as it dries, there's my wood stash. Not too much, but not too little. I like to have wood for at least 2 days. Usually a week or two is ideal. But now the winter's gone, don't need so much wood. Spring cleaning, spring cleaning, spring cleaning, spring cleaning.
Huh? It's cold. It's very humid.
Hello.
Ayuda. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh, good. This.
Just received the silencer for my stove, and just wanted to show you the difference. Let's hope there is a difference. This is without the silencer. Pretty loud. Quite annoying, actually. Now, let's see with the silencer. This is my stove, Omnilight or Omnilite TI Titanium by Primus. This comes off pretty easily. It's just to unscrew it like so. Out with the noisy bugger and in with the silent one. What I don't get is, why don't they sell it with the silent one already instead of the loud one? If you found already a solution or designed a solution to have a silent stove, why would you sell this, you know, the normal bit? Why not just sell the whole product with the silent stove already? Well, the answer is simple, right? They want to make more money. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it's definitely a lot quieter. So let's have another shot. This is the silent one. And this is the old one. Again, this is the silent one. Let's put it on simmer. You can barely hear that. That's awesome. Put a little blue light. Maximum. Yep, there's definitely a difference. Cool. That was quick. Well, it's not all shiny anymore, which I like. But what I really like is how quiet it is now. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I can definitely tell. See, you can't hear that. That is great. I honestly did not like the noise, so I avoided using, mostly because of the noise, but now it's fixed. It's a little crooked. I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, but maybe the heat warped it, you know. Anyway. Plastic attack, that's what I call it. After daily use for 6 months, I'd say it doesn't look too bad, right? This ash is what disinfects my latrine. It's not wasted. Any big pieces of charcoal, usually I leave it either on the stove or I use it for my bush box. I put it in a different container. Otherwise, it's bucket time. I always leave a layer of ash in the bottom of the stove. Nothing major. It's just to prevent any possible burnouts, which I really don't think it would happen, but you never know. There. Easy maintenance. I also like to always leave a fire lay prepared. Something this size is good to start my lay. Put these slightly crossed. That's too big. Some birch. There, and like that, it's prepared for the next cold spell. Ready to fire. I never thought a pipe made out of birch would smoke so well and so cool. Cool not in the cool factor, but like cool as in cool smoke. It's not hot at all, it doesn't burn your tongue. And you have the extra joy that, you know, well, I have the extra joy that I made this myself, you know? Instead of buying those super expensive briar pipes, I just make my own pipes. Actually, I never really bought a briar pipe. I always smoked corn cobs because I think the prices are stupid. But I used to love corn cobs because they were. I love corn cobs because they smoke so cool also, and they just look awesome. But I gotta say, the birch. I love everything about birch trees, but this is a little poker. Took me about half an hour. Anywhere from half an hour to an hour to make this. It's got a nice little chamber, quite wide here, so the smoke cools a little. and then it goes into a smaller or tighter air hole. That sounds weird. And this is a corn pipe, where it's a mouth bit from the corn cob pipe. Anyway, a little tooth there. It's actually a little branch that's coming out. And then the compass. It smokes really well, if you don't talk too much. Just a quick note before I use my stove: you should never use these things indoors, not in a house, not in a tent, because it can create carbon monoxide, it can kill you. The only reason I'm doing it here is because half of my teepee, like the door is open and all the ventilation is open upstairs. The vent holes are open, so it's not dangerous. But you should avoid it. I love this thing. It's so much quieter now. Nice big church warden. It's fanning out too much, my broom, as you can probably tell. I'm just gonna put another lash in here. A little bit better. Not so spread out. Some of you might wonder, why the hell is he brushing nature? Yeah, apparently there's not much point, right? I mean, it is the bush. The reason why I'm brushing here, basically, it's because, you know, sparks fly from the fire, from the fire, and I prefer to have the area surrounding the fire sort of clear of dry bits of wood and whatever. But yeah, I'm being a little fussy here. And I just wanted to test this out anyway. What's the point of making a broom if you're not going to use it, right? No, but seriously, the main reason why I made the broom is to clear inside the tipi and just the entrance. It's always full of stuff on it, and now the floor looks a lot cleaner. It's decoration. Obviously, I dug a few of these before the soil froze in the winter, so I would have them ready, and then I covered them with spruce and I put a little banner, because if you're gonna try and do this in the winter, forget it. Now it's just to loosen it up a little, and you don't want it any deeper than this. About 20 centimeters, 10 centimeters deep is more than enough. After you're done with the latrine, this will be the top sealer. So don't throw that away. Now this good earth I'm putting up in a bucket, taking some to camp to plant some stuff. You want your cat hole or latrine. I mean, I'm not digging massive ones because it's pointless. What I want is this topsoil, not anything deeper than this, because otherwise you get to the mineral soil, just rocks and sand. And this is the part of the soil that has bacteria that will decompose any poo in the world. The reason why I didn't make a big latrine is because I think there's more impact. You know, it's harder for all the bacteria and everything else to process a huge latrine than just, you know, a small one like this. And once I cover them, you know, there's nothing left to see. The vegetation takes over very fast. It's just to shovel the earth back on the hole, use the plug, which is this. Anyway, in the winter, how I did was this. This guy here, I named him Mr. P-Turd Ashbit. Say hello to Mr. P-Turd Ashbit. I peed, I turd, I ashed, and I threw it in a pit. That's why it's called Mr. P-Turd Ashbit. So yeah, it has a lid. It's a plastic bucket. No, it's a plastic bucket. I have a lid for it, so instead of coming outside and freezing my buttocks, I would just do it in a tipi. Put the lid on and put the bucket outside. Oh yeah, inside the tipi I always dumped a little bit of ash on top of the poo. Put the lid on, open the tipi, put the bucket outside. Whenever I took a walk or whatever, I would just bring the bucket here to the latrine area, open the hole. So I imagine this is the poo. I would just dump it a little. And then to cover the hole, so I would be able to do the same thing and it wouldn't be full of snow, I would just put some spruce boughs on top. Again, I'm not going to do it now because it's pointless. But anyway, you just put some spruce boughs on top, and then you find a tall twig, you stick it in, and you tie one of those orange little flags like this one. So imagine this is the stick, and you tie little orange flag, and then you know which latrine you're using. I put a ribbon on the tree, and then you can't forget to take it off. Take off the ribbons from the old latrine so you don't get confused. And this has a very small impact. Of course, if it's 20 people camping in the same area, it's gonna be a big impact, but it's just one guy, right? I'm not gonna damage earth or damage this area more than a moose or any other animal pooping in it. I just have to show you my latrine seat. So my old toilet seat broke. Too much use, I guess. So the plan is to make a new one. About halfway through, right? I'm leaving the bark on so your butt doesn't slip. If you have like barkless wood, it gets pretty slippery when it's wet. So I'll leave the bark for as long as it lasts. Have it. It's my new toilet sit. Instead, before I had a square one, I like this one better. Your legs are a lot more comfortable in the triangle shape, as I can show you here. In a square, you sit like this, and this is a lot easier to do what you have to do.
The Pope takes a poop and the President too, and the fancy dance banker in his three-piece suit. The big fat general and all of his troops. The truth of the matter is everybody poops. Famous brain surgeon has to leave his lump, and the high-priced model has to stop for a dump. But can the sides of Canada can't spray away the truth? 'Cause even if they don't admit it, everybody poops.
Show our amigos how it's done.
Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number one.
Anyway, as you guys can see, I was just demonstrating. I didn't actually took a poop. That would be just way too disgusting. Anyway, after you use your toilet paper, you throw it here, or you take it back to camp. But I usually just set it on fire. Mind the roots so you don't start an underground fire. This is one of the most important items. TIPI for the bumhole. And antibacterial gel. I have lots of these here. You have to keep it on a plastic bag because if it rains it gets destroyed. I usually just swirl it once or twice, like so. Give it one quick normal knot here. Gonna hang it in a tree or somewhere nearby. Once this is full of poo and ash, what you do is you grab the lid and you put it back on, stomp on it, and that's it. You can barely tell there was ever a latrine here. Talking about poop, why not? Just to finish off this poo talk. In the winter, what you want to do is dig your latrines before the ground freezes. When you have your rig like this, you want to get a lot of spruce boughs and just place it right on top of it. Anyway, that's it, guys. This is my latrine. Nothing fancy, but it's very comfortable. You just poo anywhere, right, boy? You don't have this problem. The beetles eat your poop. Gonna make sure the birds don't see the seeds. I think it's just a good way, you know. I ate a lot of beans, I have a lot of cans, and as I eat them, I'll plant something else on them. Why not? Good old rainwater.